What up, What up? What up, bitch? It's your boy, DJ Nippleblades here. Dr. Dabs. Homeboy Tit Whiskers. You want to see the face? That's extra tickle. Oh, this is a bad time. Anyways, today's boys, what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be reviewing the Black Ops 4 beta. With me, your boy. We're not gonna worry about names right now. You understand me? So, you seen enough of this hot, sweaty sex mess? I think we're gonna turn the cameras off for this one, and we're gonna go to my boy Mac Dabs, okay? Normally, guys, I would not be doing the review of a beta. I felt like it was necessary, though. This year's Call of Duty it didn't interest me from everything that I heard previously. And I'm a huge Call of Duty fan. I've been into these games for years, and all the mistakes they've had, I've just let it go. They're personally games that I really, really love, and I look forward to every year. This was the first year ever I didn't look forward to it. From everything I heard to everything that we kind of knew, I just hated the idea of this one, and I wanted no part of it. Honestly, because I love Call of Duty so much, I was considering just dropping games in general. Because if I didn't have a Call of Duty to play, it wasn't worth it to me. Yes, I do play other things, especially Fortnite. I play a lot of Fortnite. But Call of Duty has always been my main thing. And that's why today I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts and opinions on everything you might want to know and might need to know in order to decide whether you're going to get this game or not. First off, I want to tell you guys that I played 3 different modes. I didn't play every single mode that they had. I probably should have, but in all honesty, some of them were old, some of them were new, but they mainly just didn't interest me. For instance, they had Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy was great in Call of Duty, and it still can be, but that's a mode that I really only ever want to play with friends. That's the only way I can have fun with it. I don't feel like Search and Destroy is worth it when playing by myself. A lot of people that I know that are really into Search and Destroy, they typically only play it alone if they want to stroke their ego a little bit more. I'm not saying I'm bad at it or anything. I'm actually pretty good at Call of Duty. It just doesn't interest me unless I play it with friends. There was also another mode as well, and I don't even remember the name to it, but the way it sounded and everything, it didn't really capture my attention. So first, I want to talk about TDM and Domination. TDM first, of course. I played this a lot, probably the most of anything, and it was in order to really capture the whole game. It's such a raw game mode, and it's in every single Call of Duty since the beginning of multiplayer, so I figured it was the best place to start. I really was not interested in the new health system because I just wanted the game to heal for me. But that was how I felt before this game showed its beta. I now actually really like it. I like the fact that we can self-heal. Whether I like one or the other more, it's honestly kind of a toss-up. I really couldn't tell you guys. I know a lot of people like the being able to heal yourself much better, but I could kind of go with either. It really doesn't affect me as much as I thought it would. You really get used to it, you really get into it, and you want to heal yourself as soon as you get damaged every time. It's not something where you're really going to forget much. I mean, there were definitely times in the beginning where I forgot here and there, but other than that, it'll become natural to you. And in a game mode like TDM, the self-healing is honestly kind of nice. It's nice all around in the game, but I think it helps a little bit more in stuff like TDM. It can also screw you over at times, but that's Call of Duty. TDM played very normal, besides the whole health system and everything. It's, you can't really change it. It's just team deathmatch. You just kill people. I believe TDM was 5v5 in this mode, or in this game, sorry. However, I don't fully remember. But that's actually another big part of this. The 5v5 system, there are game modes that also play 6v6. With the 5v5 system, it actually felt way faster than any other game. It felt so fast. Other games normally do 6v6, and they don't feel nearly as fast as this game does. You'll still hit the normal Call of Duty points where you don't find anybody for like a minute or two, but there's times where this game just plays so fast. I think partially due to health, and I think their map sizes are a little bit smaller than usual, and the movement speed is pretty decent in this game. The one thing that I didn't like is in the first weekend TDM had its own playlist, which I loved and is normal, but then in the second weekend they threw Kill Confirmed in with it, and it made me really annoyed. You couldn't just play TDM. I didn't want to play Kill Confirmed at all. I hate Kill Confirmed. So hopefully that's not really going to be a thing when this game comes out, because if it is, then you better change it. But other than that, they played very nice and very well. With Domination, I believe it was a 6v6 mode, but I'm not 100% sure. It played really nice, and honestly, I kind of like Domination better in this game than I do in any other. It plays the exact same, and I just don't know if it's the healing system or what, but it feels so much better in this game than any other. I think normally Domination is so hectic, and this was still, but there were a lot of times where I felt like I was doing great. Well, as great as I could for Black Ops 4. You'll understand what I mean later. Now, what I really want to talk about is the brand new Heist mode. Heist is so much fun. I honestly fell in love with it. Almost immediately, but not quite. It took me about a match to really get into it and really love it, but otherwise I was so into it. Heist is basically just ripped from Counter-Strike, but I'm okay with that. It plays, again, like Search and Destroy, but with a twist, a Counter-Strike smelling twist. Basically, you have 1 life per round, and there's multiple rounds, and in between each round, or at the beginning of each round, actually, you have a certain amount of money, which can be earned in each round from getting kills and winning and honestly just playing the round. And you use that money to buy your perks, to buy your weapons, to buy your armor, to buy your equipment, and it's so much fun. Basically, at the beginning of the match, you'll have nothing. At the end of the match, you'll have everything. Well, not really everything. Even in matches where I did super well, I never really ended up with enough money to get everything that I wanted. So you do have to play it very conservative, especially if you don't buy ammo throughout the matches. But this game mode is so much fun, guys. I really don't care about Search and Destroy, but this I love. I love it. It's so much fun. Again, I feel like Search and Destroy is one of those modes where everybody's trying to prove whether they're better or not, and I don't feel like I need to prove that to myself or anybody. I'm very comfortable with the way I play on Call of Duty, and with this new Heist mode, it doesn't feel like you're trying to be the best. You're just having fun. Honestly, a lot of this Call of Duty felt that way. It just felt fun. There were definitely times in matches where it did feel like everybody was trying to be good and the best. It mostly came out in TDM, which is weird because that's not normally where it comes out. It does a little bit, but, TDM, you can usually just kind of relax. You can't fully relax in this game at all, but you can have a lot of fun with modes that you may not have before. This whole game in general, you're honestly not going to do nearly as well as you do in any other Call of Duty. Even if you say you do, and you think you are, you're lying to yourself. And the reason why is because I play a ton of Call of Duty, and I love Call of Duty, and I'm good at Call of Duty, and I bleed and breathe and eat Call of Duty, and sometimes, just sometimes, I poop it out. But I still did not quite as well in this Call of Duty as I do in others. The reason why is because it's very fast paced, and also we have 150 health, but you feel like you have less than 100. It goes so quickly. You die in so few shots. That or the guns are just too fast. I can't tell. Treyarch games, you're usually a sponge, and I love that about Treyarch games. But this one, you're not. You're gonna die quicker in this game than you do in World War II or, honestly, most IW games. You die ridiculously quick in this game. That is something that's a little bit hard to get used to, and I didn't necessarily love, but it didn't break the game either. However, because the game is so fast-paced, and because you die so quickly, and because of all these fast-paced elements to this game, you really, really will not do as well. You'll still do good, you'll still have fun, but even in the matches where I felt like I did great, I truly didn't feel like I did as great as I do in other Call of Duties. Matter of fact, all other Call of Duties, even the ones I'm terrible at. My KD throughout each 5-match ratio never really went under a 1, but I still just didn't feel like I did as well. It was above a 1.2 for the most part, which is pretty normal for me, but I don't know, there's just something about it where you just don't feel like you do as well. So ultimately, what I'll say, guys, is that in this Call of Duty, it changed my mind. This whole beta changed my mind. I really normally am not one to ever question Call of Duty or even look at it in a weird way. I just buy it. This year I wasn't gonna. Now I have it pre-ordered. I'm really into this Call of Duty. I don't know if you're gonna be, but I do hope that this review helped. If there's anything in particular you want to see or want to see more of, then let me know and put it in the comments. The Blackout beta is actually tomorrow, I believe, and I will probably do a review on that as well. And maybe even some extra videos on it, but I'm not fully sure yet, guys. Anyways, I hope you had fun watching, and I hope this helped you out a bit. I love you so much, and goodbye.